What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Hold on, y'all. I gotta listen to myself to see if I can hear myself. Shout out to shout out to a subscriber. I don't know if they want me to say who, but shout out to them for the new mic. So I'm trying to see if it worked good. Shout out to a subscriber. I don't know if they want me to say who, but shout out to them. Okay, yeah, I can hear myself. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? I like this little thing. Yeah, it just came in the thing. So if it die, it's probably because I ain't charged it. I ain't do nothing while I was waiting. All right, let me speak to you all. Let's see who we got up in here. What's up, Mia? What's going on? I see we got Lysandra up in here. Miss K, I see you, boo. Hey, Faith, what's going on, girl? Woman, don't try me. Terry, hey, Terry. Hey, Lee. Hey, Dee Dee. What's going on, Mama Bees? What's going on? Yeah, I heard about Fat Joe Child. Hey, Kashori's Kitchen. Hey, TK. Listen, honey, listen. When I say that these people have reveled in the courts with these lawsuits, it's crazy. Hold on one second. I need to update something really quick. Kirk Franklin. Um, Hold on, y'all. Um, okay. All right. Yeah, it just seemed like it's all these lawsuits is crazy, child. All these lawsuits is crazy. Um, Speaking about that $10 million one, child. Um, just know the people have respond. Well, the big corporations have issued a dismissal. They basically want to be dismissed from this stupid lawsuit. Okay. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get into a couple of things, and then we're gonna get into the business of it all. It is still Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth to everybody. Happy Juneteenth to everybody. I ain't dragging no sex symbol. I don't drag Kirk. Y'all don't hear me drag Kirk. Um, I'm about to drag that other lady that sit over there. What's her name? Just not hilarious. I'm a drag her. Is. Mm-hmm. Cause I think y'all misinterpreted what Dedric Haddon said on purpose. I don't even think that it was uh it was done in a certain way. So we're gonna get into it. Hold on one second. All right. Hey, baby peaches, what's going on, everybody? All right, so we can go ahead and get into what we need to get into. All right, so most of you guys know the BET Awards was 10 days ago um, on the 9th of June was the BET Awards, and y'all know Glorilla won um, the Bobby Jones Gospel of the Year award, and she has a song with Kirk Franklin. All right. Dedric Haddon came down here amongst other gospel artists. Dedric Haddon was the only one I think that did a video, but you had Marvin Sapp who spoke out. You had Bishop Hezekiah Walker who spoke out. There were several people who spoke out in regards to this, and I would really like to know how Dr. Bobby Jones feel about it anyway. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm going to play the audio of Dedric Haddon's video, and then I'm going to school y'all. I'm going to take y'all down a little lesson, honey, and then we're going to get into Kirk Franklin's response as well. All right, so give me 1 second. Um, hey everybody coming in. Listen, we are Lord have mercy. I thought okay, where is his video? Here we go. So we are still celebrating 15K. If you would like to donate to the platform, we are asking that it ends in $5. So $5, $15, $25, $35, $45, however you feel it. We just ask that you bless the platform as you see fit. All right. But the like button is free. Okay. The like button is definitely free. All right. So let's take a listen to Dedric Haddon, and then we will get into Kirk Franklin, or we'll get into a school lesson, and then we'll get into Kirk Franklin. Let's go. All right.
The gospel music industry needs an overhaul, period. After last night's show, it's an indicator that we just need a complete reset. Like
Can you guys hear this before I continue? Let me know. Can you guys still hear this before I continue? Shout out to 72 people in the house. Make sure you hit that like button. Could y'all hear Dedric? Okay, cool.
Like, what are we doing? Are we allowing this to happen over and over again and wonder why the gospel music industry is dying? Come on, man. In order to have something different, you have to do something different. So we need people in the room that know gospel music, that's in the trenches of gospel music, that's advocating for the genre as a whole. And
so I want to stop it right there. We are speaking of a Bobby Jones Gospel Award. In case if you guys do not know, Bobby Jones, like him or not, whatever you think about Bobby Jones absolutely paved the way. BET was able to be something because of Dr. Bobby Jones. Okay. So what we're not going to do is pretend like what Dedric Haddon just said right now doesn't fall under the platform of Dr. Bobby Jones. If we are going to name an award after what he does, we most definitely should be respecting it. And I do think that there needs to be, in case if the people who run in the BET Awards don't know nothing about gospel music, it definitely should be someone at the table letting them know what's going on. Now, I know a lot of y'all didn't agree with what Dedric Haddon said, but I'm here to break it down for you to help you understand, okay? All right? So, but it's not about that though, Sexy Art, and it's not about him being worldly. Everybody is missing what Dedric Haddon is saying. And again, I'm here to break it all the way down. Let's keep going.
not one particular person. It's already a small genre. So it's hard for us to watch the Dr. Bobby Jones Gospel Award being given to somebody that's not in our space. Right? No disrespect to the artist, but
Glorilla, where did he not tell the truth? So far from what I'm hearing, he's telling the truth. Glorilla is not in the gospel space. Glorilla is not in the gospel space. I like Glorilla down. I love Glorilla down. And a lot of people wanted to sum this up as to, oh, he's hating. That's not what it is. You guys aren't listening. So I'm going to finish. Because he's telling the truth. Regardless of how you feel about him, regardless of how you feel about Glorilla. And this is the thing. People keep making this about Kirk Franklin and Glorilla, and it's not about Kirk Franklin or Glorilla. Truth be told, it's not about either one of them. So take that mindset of that hating. Oh, he's hating on them, or he's, get your game up. If that's what, no, because that's not what he's saying. So let's keep going.
But that's not the space she's in. And so it makes it discouraging, disappointing, and it takes the wind out of all of it.
Let me break that down. It makes it discouraging. It makes them feel some type of way, because guess what? At the end of the day, the core is gospel artists sing to give us inspiration. They sing to give us a They seem to push us to that next level, right? People's core beliefs of what you believe in, as far as your religion, or if you're religious, all of those things, you're going to have your own thoughts and opinions about that. But the ultimate thing is these gospel artists work just as hard as these R&B and hip hop artists do, and they do deserve to be recognized. I'm not understanding why y'all sitting up here saying, well, the gospel, blah, 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 blah. They work regardless. They get in these studios just like these hip hop and R&B artists do, and half of these R&B and hip hop artists make it off of these gospel artists. Can we really talk about it? I don't really think y'all ready for the conversation. I do not think you guys are ready for the conversation. No, but so Sexy RN, the thing about it is, of course, they are singing to make money. This is their career. This is what they do. So yes, they are making money. But at the same token, when are they going to be recognized for what they do? So here's my thing. We're recognizing the R&B and hip hop artists. What has the gospel artists done differently that they cannot be celebrated? Somebody let me know that. Answer that question for me. And I don't want to go around the question. I want that question to be specifically answered. That question that I just asked, I needed to be specifically answered. Why is it that everybody else in all these other genres are recognized, but they don't get no sex? Okay, Sexy RN. They're not recognized. No, they're not. Name one, besides the Stellar Awards, name one platform that is recognizing gospel music. And I'm not talking about we literally have nothing celebrating gospel music other than the Stellar Awards. That's it. And that's not on BET's platform. So, anyway, I'm gonna let this finish, and then I'm gonna give y'all a list.
Gospel music is dying. It's because we're doing things like that. Well, on top of that is we're tired. Nobody will say this, but I will. Of seeing the same people being celebrated year after year. Like there is nobody else in gospel music. Like no one else is working. You cannot just give it to one person as if they're the ones that's keeping it going. No. We're done with that. Last night was a great win for the ratings for BET. I give certain people awards for ratings, but it was not a win for the gospel music industry. We got to do better. So I propose let's start something where we can come together and have someone advocating for the genre that have no other motive and agenda in the room but to elevate the gospel music genre as a whole. That's what I feel.
Okay, so Sexy RN, I totally disagree with you. I disagree with you wholeheartedly, because here's the thing. These people are human at the end of the day. I don't care how you feel. These people are human at the end of the day, and everybody wants to be recognized for their work. No one absolutely is out here not wanting to be recognized for their work. Even pastors want to be recognized for their work, which is why they have these titles that they do, because they want to be recognized for their work. No one in this chat can tell me that you wouldn't want to be recognized for your work. Like, let's be realistic, though. No one in this chat would say that they literally do not want to be recognized for their work. And take out the Christian aspect of it. Regardless, at the end of the day, they literally put out music to make money, while they're also saving souls and ministering to people. It's like, I don't get why y'all try to take that aspect away from people. That's weird. There's literally everything out here celebrating people, but then we tend to we tend to want to have a problem with gospel artists getting recognized. Okay, well, listen, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I'm gonna continue on with my show, and I'm gonna continue on with what I'm talking about, and we just agree to disagree, whatever. Let me school y'all, and we'll keep going for it. So, who cares? That is so, like, are you human? That is what literally we're celebrating Juneteenth right now, and you're literally telling me who cares about them being recognized? That is wild. That is so wild to me. Anyway, moving on. So BET had 4 dedicated shows to the gospel music industry that no longer exist, right? This is Bobby Jones Gospel, who paved the way. We have Sunday Best, who's paved the way. And we have, you can Bible scholar me all day you want. It changes nothing about what I'm saying about these people being recognized at any point. At any point. Exactly, Sheridan. And I'm going to get to that in just a minute, because it was definitely, to me, it was Envy and GS Hilarious that really twisted that thing up. But we're going to get into it. So they also had a 106 and gospel version that really only had 1 season. It aired from April of 2009. Well, that was the final episode. I'm sorry. So it started in January of 2009 and it ended in April of 2009. You had Video Gospel. Video Gospel will come on after Bobby Jones Gospel. The first air date of that was 1989. 1989, and it ended in 2011. Sunday Best. Sunday Best started in October of 2007, and it last aired, it doesn't have a last air date, but we know that the last air date was what, 2020, it was after the pandemic, so 2022, 2023, whatever. That was the last time that Sunday Best actually aired their final season. Then you have Bobby Jones Gospel again, who paved the way, right? The first episode of Bobby Jones Gospel aired on January the 27th of 1980, and it ended in July of 2016. There's nothing on BET platform that is celebrating gospel music. In my opinion, BET rolled off of Bobby Jones, or out of all of those years. And here we have literally nothing to celebrate on BET's platform, gospel music. Literally nothing celebrating gospel music. And I think it is so obtuse and whack to say that these people don't deserve accolades. No one in this world, and you don't either, Sexy RN, whatever you're doing, you want to be recognized. No one can tell me that they don't want to be recognized, that they don't want their good fruit and their good labor to be shown. No one can tell me that. And this is why I say again, there's no way possible that you can literally talk to me about the Bible. Because that's not what this conversation is about. Dedric Haddon, in my opinion, told the truth. And this is not hating on anyone. And again, this is what I keep seeing. Oh, he's hating. You know, he worldly. He did this and he did that and he did this and he did that. That doesn't take away what his point is. His point is absolutely valid. It's valid. So honestly, the only thing that we have is the Stellar Awards. And the Stellar Awards is not getting its credit or its just due that it absolutely deserves either. So I feel like, again, we wanted to miss purposely missed what Dedric Haddon was saying. So there we go. The paycheck is recognition, and the gospel artists don't see the money that they should. Exactly. And see, here's the thing. All of these hip hop artists that people go up for, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all of them, they love to use gospel music. They love to sample gospel music. Dude, they love to sample gospel music. They love to sample gospel music. Let's talk about it. These rappers, these people that y'all call vocal Bibles and lyricists and all of these things, they love to get it from the gospel music. Now, I want to get into Kirk Franklin's response. I felt like they kind of put Kirk Franklin in a corner to respond this way. And his response wasn't bad because he was just like, y'all are here. But he was just like, I wish them nothing but the best. His response wasn't bad. Again, I'm saying that we love Kirk Franklin down. We love Kirk Franklin down. Okay, some of y'all may not like him, but we love Kirk Franklin down, right? And I understand again what Dedric was saying. He ain't saying that he got a problem with Kirk Franklin. What he's saying is, again, like it's always the same people, Kirk Franklin or Yolanda Adams. And that's not a dig at either one of them because I feel like both of them are great. But there are other greats out there. Take Dedric Haddon out of it, right? There are other greats. Why ain't Dr. Bobby Jones presenting his own award? Why are we not honoring the greats like Dottie Peoples, like Shirley Caesar? Some of these who have really paved the way out here and really doing a big one, but don't get the recognition that they deserve. Regardless of how we feel about him closing the doors, Marvin Sapp, Fred Hammond. Fred Hammond is pretty sickly right now. Like John P. Key literally went through a whole entire health scare. And here's the thing. We're not giving these people their flowers while they're yet living. So again, I feel like we are choosing not to understand. It's not fair. It's not fair to the gospel music industry. It's just not. It's not fair. A lot of these people, they'll go anyway, a lot of these people, they'll go and again, they're not being recognized like they should be. I was listening to Nene. Nene actually did an interview with Kirk Franklin on her BET experience, and I was just listening to the encouragement that he was giving her. Like, and I think a lot of times we are still missing the overall point. We're missing the overall point. So let me play the response, and I'm gonna try not to interrupt it, but I can't promise because y'all that just hilarious works my nerves. Okay. So let me play it. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Key said he owned land and didn't own and still pimping ministries. Okay. Listen, I'm not here to tell you who to like, who not to like, and what I'm not here for that. I'm gonna throw out these names because I feel like a lot of these people have paved the way for a lot of people. A lot of people. All Dedric asked was for a reset. Why is that wrong? I agree. The award is the same thing as a raise. It's just, to me, it's just, I think it's just impossible to say that these people shouldn't be recognized. They are human at the end of the day, and they are providing us a source of any. Y'all literally pick up and listen to gospel music when you probably down, when you need something. You're listed, girl. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get into Mr. Kirk Franklin. Let me disconnect my Bluetooth. All right, here we go. This is the Breakfast Club, so of course I couldn't put the video up here, but I can definitely play the audio. So let's go.
Primarily gospel artists. I'm trying to keep my eyes on the prize.
Okay, hold on.
DJ.
Sorry.
My connection. This is what I don't think we're ever going to deconstruct a lot of that. It's because for a lot of people, they need that to be able to be connected to their faith.
Wow.
They need the stained glass windows. They need the pastor to look a certain way. They need the church service to make them feel that this is my connection. This is what holy and righteous looks like for me. And I need that to hold on. I don't need none of it. All I need is Jesus, gang. That's all I need.
Yeah.
All I need is Jesus.
Y'all can't hear this, right?
And again, I ain't talking about the European version with the blue eyes. I'm talking about, the Jesus that died for everybody's sins at any moment. Everybody can come to the table. Everybody's at the foot of the cross because we all stank in there.
Well,
that's what I need.
yeah.
What were you asking, Lauren?
I was going to say, talking about the award show, though, there were a couple of things. So first, people were upset at the performance in a whole. Like, they felt like...
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a great performance, but I think...
Now, Lauren, I like you, boo. I like you, Boogie, but ma'am, who you saw that was upset with the man performance? I didn't see that. I didn't see it on Twitter. I didn't see none of that. I saw people say that Kirk Franklin's set was probably one of the best sets out of the BET Awards. Now, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? And there may be a few people, there may be one or two people that may say they didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? But for the majority of what I saw, most people loved the Kirk Franklin's performance. But you'll hear why she did say that. A lot of people were talking about Tamar. A lot of people was feeling the way about DC Young Fly. So that's why she said it. But I just had to say that a lot of people wasn't picking his performance apart. They more so, and I don't know why y'all feel no type of way about Tamar. In my opinion, Tamar can sing. She's just toxic and crazy, but she can sing. Like, can't take that away from her. Money Long, how you say that baby name? She can sing. And then Jamal Roberts. I almost said Jamal Brown. Jamal Roberts. He sung down too. So again, I didn't necessarily see a whole lot of bad press surrounding Kirk Franklin's performance in whole.
People, I think it just goes to like the people that you bring onto stage and how you, I have a quote here. I think it was Dedric Haddon was upset about Glorilla winning the award, but he also mentioned like things being like a mockery of worship and like things of that nature. Do you get tired of that conversation at this point? Or at this point, are you so used to it, it's whatever?
Be real, bro.
Gang.
Own everything I love, right? It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. God bless him and God bless them.
How did you feel about that? Because some people were mad that in the gospel category, it was Glorilla in Yourself, it was Little Baby in Yourself, it was Rhapsody, not your quote-unquote typical gospel songs. What did you think about that Glorilla won? Her first BET award was a gospel record. What are your thoughts on it, primarily gospel artists?
I'm trying to keep my eyes on the prize. I'm trying to keep my focus on the things that really matter. I'm trying to tell the world about Jesus. I'm trying to tell the world that for God so loved the world that he gave his only son. Whoever believes in him shall not perish and have everlasting life. That's where I'm at. Everything else is just noise. That's where I'm at.
I feel like you meet people where they are. You've been doing that since I was a little girl. Like, I feel like there has been like when you say you meet people where you are, it's always been said you meet people where they are, right? Christ and Christianity and church don't look the same for everybody. So if like a Glorilla can speak to us, the youth, young, and you stamp it, and we like, oh, we know Kirk Frank. This is who all of our mothers and grandmothers and aunts played and growing up, and she because she is the bridge. You know what I mean? Like she would be the bridge for that. And God uses everybody. Like he can use anybody. He can use a bum on the street. He can use a homeless person. He can use, anybody to lead, so you can pay attention, to bring you to, to God and Jesus. I feel like it's not, why is that frowned upon? You know what I mean?
There's a text in scripture. There's this moment where the disciples were talking to Jesus about people that were not part of their crew. That was also.
All right. So again, I want to start with Lauren because I felt like Lauren walked into that conversation and it wasn't, again, I feel like we purposely missed what Dedric was saying. We purposely missed these things. Glorilla is not in our space. That's not a lie. Glorilla is literally not in our space. I hope Sheridan is still in here because I'm gonna give an announcement in just a minute. Hey, Faith is the substance. Glorilla literally, in my opinion, Glorilla is really talented. I like Glorilla, but again, for our industry, for this gospel industry that we're in, it wasn't even about her receiving the award and people not being happy for her, people being a hater. It's again the legacy that Dr. Bobby Jones has built. And it almost felt like the people who literally are still, who have been on his show, still doing their big one out here, are not being recognized. Their works are not being recognized. Of course, for the Stellar Awards work so different. You put in your own submissions for the Stellar Awards, and then they have a board that votes, and that's how that works. It works a lot different from the BET Awards. It works a lot different from everything else. We don't have Celebration of Gospel. Like, there are so many things, again, that is not there to celebrate these gospel artists. And I will stand 10 toes down and say, that I think it is so nasty. I'm gonna put nasty on it. I think it is so nasty to say that these people don't deserve accolades or that these people don't deserve anything. I think that's nasty. I think it's nasty. Everyone should be honored for their works. That's just like me saying, oh, because I may be a Christian, I ain't going to the Boss Bay Awards. Like, that just sounds weird to me. No one says that because you are a Christian, because you follow the Bible, because you are doing this, that you don't deserve any accolades for your hard work. Can y'all still hear me? This thing keep popping this message up on my phone. Hold on one second, y'all. Somebody sent me something. What's this? Oh my God, what is this? Who is this? What is this? I don't know what that is, child. I cannot. Okay, y'all can still hear me. So again, I just feel like we gotta do better. And one thing I'm going to always do is shout out my gospel people, because again, I'm a church boy at heart, and I understand it. I get it. They don't get the recognition. They don't get the sales. They don't get the things that they need to get. And I want y'all to stop saying that, oh, gospel music is dying and gospel music is dead. Y'all said the same thing about R&B. Didn't it? Didn't the people say the same thing about the R&B? R&B is dead, child. R&B is dead. It's dying. No, I don't think it is. I think because you choose not to listen to it, it's just different. Chef, I sent you a video of one of the candidates for. If that's one of the candidates for Alabama's governor, I'm praying. I'm praying for y'all. I am praying. I am praying because that is a fool. Okay, that is a fool. Speaking of the Stellar Awards, I am gonna do something different. Where because I feel like if we're having these conversations, I do feel like when it comes to the Stellar Awards, uh, I do want to go over the nominees. And again, they are the reason that they are honestly nominated because again, they submitted just like they do Grammys and all of that other stuff. Like they submit these things and um this is that's where it goes. So I just I don't know. Let me ask y'all, do y'all understand? Are y'all understanding where because there may be some people that may think like sexy Arian. Is there anyone else that thinks like that? I don't mind you saying it. I don't mind you saying it. Or it let's put it this way. Put a one in the chat if you agree with Dedric Haddon and you understand what Dedric Haddon is saying, and put a two if you disagree. Put a two if you disagree. Now, if you just started listening to gospel music yesterday, I really don't, I really don't really think I'm gonna listen to you too, but whatever. That was messy of me. Dee said one, Lee said one, Terry said one, Bama Girl said one, Yvonne said one, Yvonne said one. Is it Yvonne or Yvonne? It's Yvonne. I got a cousin named Yvonne, but she spelled it like Yvonne. TK said one. K Calloway said one. Mama B said one. Now I know there's more people that's listening to me. Or are y'all haters or what? Y'all, I just asked y'all a question. First of all, let's be very clear. It's 107 of y'all watching me, and we only got 57 likes. What's the tea? What's the tea? What's the tea? What y'all looking for? Why y'all ain't hit that like button? All you gotta do is double tap the screen. It is not hard. And again, we're here to agree to disagree. But at the same token, hit that like button, baby. You ain't even gotta agree with me. Hit that like button. Oh Lord. So Sheridan done left. Did Sheridan leave because of where did Sheridan go, child? Lord have mercy. Do I need to send her do I need to it's Jackie and Tamara in the comments. Hey, Miss Felicia, what's going on? Hey, my sweet. Hey, thank you, mods. I already know y'all gonna see it. Hey, Megan, what's going on? First, for one, I agree. Let something happen in the family. The first they want to play. Now that's true. That is true. That is absolutely true. I totally do agree. I agree. I just again I feel like we listen to music, we listen to this stuff to encourage us, to push us and do whatever it is that we need to do. And I just think it's crazy to put those expectations on not allowing people to feel a way about not being honored or not being showed that their work is doing something. I think it's I think it's wild. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's crazy. And I just feel like we're at a point right now where we do have to understand that some of these people are of age. Like you got Shirley Caesar. Shirley Caesar is what, 85, 80? How old is Shirley Caesar? Shirley Caesar, 86 years old. October the 13th should be 87 years old. And granted, they have honored her before. But this lady is getting older. Give her flowers. You may not like Mary, and I get it. We don't like Tina for Tina's ways that we see. But even when it comes to when it comes to Mary, they have paved the way. I told y'all the other day that I would love to see Warren be honored because Warren has done a lot. Warren has worked with so many people. Not only is he Erica's husband, but he has literally worked with so many people inside of the gospel industry and outside of the gospel industry. Um, um, it is so many people. Dottie Peoples, baby, they try to kill that. I mean, they try to unalive Dottie Peoples out here, and Dottie Peoples is still booking shows, but y'all not showing her no love. Dorothy Norwood, Dorothy Norwood is up there, and the only one left in the caravans. Her and Shirley Caesar are the only two that is left. Albertina, Inez, and Dolores is going on to be with the Lord. And all we got left is Shirley and Dorothy, and we won't show them no kind of love. And I ain't saying just go reach out there to the older people, but they need to be recognized. I remember that one celebration of gospel, boy. I'ma tell y'all. It was a celebration of gospel, and I cannot remember. I think it was back in like, let me see if I can find it. I think it was back in like, is this it? I think this is it. I remember Beverly Crawford. Thank you. Listen, if you listen to gospel music, put somebody in the chat that's how we can be interactive. Put somebody in the chat that you think needs to be honored. Just drop it in there. Just drop it in there. Drop in the chat who needs to be honored. Let me tell y'all something. Twinkie Clark should be honored all the way down to the ground. Do you understand me? Twinkie the Clark. The Twinkie Clark. Child. Anyway, so this was in 2007. This was in 2007 BET Celebration of Gospel. I remember that year like it was none other. Caravan sung Mary Don't You Weep. And I mean, they sung down, okay? They sung down. Shirley came out. Dorothy Norwood, Inez Andrews, and Albertina Walker, they were still here. LaShawn Pace has went on to be with glory, but I understand what you mean. The Winans, Fred Hammond, Helen, yes. Oh my God. Fred Hammond. I thought Dorothy Norwood was resting in power. Did I say? No, I think Dorothy is still living, ain't it? I think Dorothy is still living. I just seen somebody say something about Dorothy Norwood was at a service not too long. Yeah, Dorothy Norwood's still living. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Termaine Hawkins, absolutely. Gospel keynotes, Bishop Yvette Flounder, absolutely. So again, I think that they can absolutely give these awards and celebrate these other people, and it's not necessary to keep getting the same people. That's what Dedric is saying. Bishop Paul S. Morton, child, you know we love us some Bishop Paul S. Morton, Vicky Winans, Donna Lawrence, Hezekiah Walker, Israel Houghton, Ty Tribbett, who is that I grew up on? I mean, it is so many people out here, and granted, there are a lot of young people who have come up in the industry who I can't take away them doing a big one. You know what I mean? I said John P. earlier. Yeah, Richard Smallwood, he went on to be with the Lord, but yeah, Richard Smallwood, Ricky Dillard, absolutely. Ricky Dillard still got Still got good needs. Now, okay, because I didn't say whether dead or alive, so I'm here for y'all even putting some of these people who went on to glory. I'm here for it. Because the truth is they need to be recognized too. That's the truth. Timothy Wright, absolutely. It can be a celebration honoring Walter Hawkins, absolutely. I wanted to you saying everybody there done went on and that really paved the way and gave us some good music. Sandra, absolutely. Douglas Miller. Oh, Douglas Miller was one of my favorites. Karen Clark Sheard deserves to be honored. Vanessa Bell Armstrong, definitely Vanessa Bell Armstrong. Uh, um, um, and again, we got the same people over and over and over and over again. I just believe that there are. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna do Rance Allen. Absolutely, absolutely. Remember Keith Pringles. Absolutely. I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do something. I think I'm gonna do 50 all time because I know that there's at least 50 gospel artists. And if not, we can repeat the cycle. But I would love to kind of just put some people, and it's fun. It's fun. It's not meant to be like, oh, this person is better than this person and this person. It's not even meant for that. It's just meant to have fun. But I think I'm gonna do like a top 50 or top 40 all-time gospel artists. I think I want to do that. What y'all think? I think I want to do that. But y'all know churches in my blood, honey. It's just it runs all up and through my blood. Y'all know another one that I used to love back in the day? That Lee Williams. I'm gonna need you to read the room. We is not talking about no salt and pepper and them kind of people. We not doing that. I need you to read the room. Absolutely, Milton Brunson. How could I forget about Milton Brunson? Kirk Carr, absolutely. But that Lee Williams, let me tell y'all something about Lee Williams. I used to love me some Lee Williams. And you wanna know why? That man stood in one spot and tapped that foot. Do you hear me? I loved that about him. That man stood in one spot. He sung the song like never before. Oh, we miss you, Lee Williams. We miss you. Absolutely, Daryl Coley. Daryl Coley had a voice out of this world. Absolutely. Daryl Coley had a voice like none other to me. I remember when Donald said, Daryl, come here, Daryl. When someday comes. Listen. Yes, shout out to the Daryl Coley. Shout out to the one and only, okay? Daryl Coley, honey. The 90s Mississippi Mass, absolutely. Norman Hutchins just passed away. Another great person who had some phenomenal music. I really love you, hey, because you first loved me. I really love you, yes I do. How can I listen? He has some. I'm on the battlefield fighting for the Lord. I'm on the battlefield fighting for the Lord. Emmanuel. Emmanuel. Hey. Emmanuel. Y'all remember that? Y'all know y'all used to sing that in the young adults choir down to the. Oh yeah, absolutely, Tamala man. Terry said sang show. Y'all remember that song? Y'all know that y'all did that song up every Christmas. Hosanna. Oh no, I don't think that's Norma Hutchins. I think that's Ernest Pugh. Yeah, that's Ernest Pugh. That's Ernest Pugh. Um, Norman Hutchins, may he rest in peace, just passed away. Uh, Keith Wonderboy Johnson, he passed away as well. I think his death was really a shocker to a lot of people. Keith Wonderboy Johnson passed away in 2022. Y'all need a good song to go listen to. Go listen to Ricky Dillard's. Um, I was having an argument with. I wish Sheridan was still here. Why she leave? Let me go over here to Instagram and tell her get back over here, cause I ain't done. So I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and we were arguing over. It was a fun argument, but we were arguing over which one of Ricky Dillard's albums was the best. Okay, and so I'm gonna read these albums to y'all, and especially if you are a good Ricky Dillard fan, then you can tell me which one you really like. If you asked me, okay, he has several albums. Okay, so in 1995 he came out with the Hallelujah album. Or 1990, sorry. 1990 he came out with The Promise. That is the one that has More Abundantly on it. I came that you might have life more abundantly. I came that you might have life through eternity. I did not come to condemn the world or shame you for your wrong. Sing Sopranos. I can't hit that. I can't hit that. So you got that album. Let's see what else you got. You have in 95 he came out with the Hallelujah album. 93, I don't know how I could forget this album, but that was the Holy Ghost Takeover album. In 2000 he came out with the No Limit album. Okay. Anyway, in 2000 he came out with the No Limit album. In 2007 he came out with the Live in Toronto album, which is a really good album. That's the album that got Lillian Lord singing One More Chance on it. Then in 2000, because I don't think he came out with another album until 2011, and that is my favorite album, which is the Keep Living album. The Keep Living album. Stay focused, Thomas. You'd have to go back and run the video back. And if I don't think if you kept up with the stuff, then you know. Anyway, you just type it in on YouTube. It's all over YouTube. So, you know what? I'm not dealing with these people today. I ain't dealing with these people today. Let me close these doors. Hold on. Let me close these doors. Let me close these doors, ushers. That's what I'm finna do. Cause y'all come up in here asking dumb questions, and I ain't got you to do. Hold on. We're gonna lock these doors. Doors is locked, honey. I should have locked them a long time ago, but the doors is locked. Okay, so you had in 2011 that Keep Living album. It was so many good people on that album. Karen was on that album. Nikki Ross was on that album. Y'all keep Nikki Ross in prayer though. Nikki Ross was on the album, and in case if y'all don't know what's going on with Nikki Ross unfortunately is losing her vision, and has kind of lost her vision. Y'all know she played the organ and all of the things. She still plays the organ, with where she is now. But yeah, y'all keep Nikki Ross in prayer. Nikki Ross has a voice of an angel. I seen the Army wife talk about the Dove Awards. The Dove Awards do still exist. But we don't get recognized at the Dove Awards like that. Y'all know who the Dove Awards is for. And then how could I forget about the okay, I think I talked about the No Limit album, the Worked It Out album. Now see, a lot of y'all, I want to know, do y'all remember this? And I'm gonna have to probably edit this out of the video. But I'm gonna ask y'all, do y'all remember this? Hold on. Let me see. Come on now. Do y'all remember when
I stand here contemplating on the right thing to decide.
baby, let me tell y'all something. That is the Candy Burris and Escape song, Who Can I Run To? Do y'all remember when Ricky Diddler the New G did that? I had to school my niece the other day because she was like, I heard Tasha Page Lockhart singing for the first time. Let me let y'all listen. Tasha sung the hell out this song. So Ricky was the first one in the gospel music industry to absolutely. Oh yeah, Smokey Norfolk. How can I forget about Smokey? Smokey does it. Y'all listen to Tasha. Oh, well, that's not Tasha, but anyway, just listen.
When I take the wrong direction, oh my life, where will I go? What lies ahead of me? Well, I have strong determination, and I'm not afraid of change. I have yet to find that someone who is can satisfy me, can stay right by me. Oh, yeah. Who can I run to? Tell me who can I when I
And just listen, y'all. Tasha ate this up. Tasha ate this up on that Tyler Perry tour. Here she go.
Who could be that special one? Every day I try to find him on the run. I've got to know, is there a place for me? Ooh, love is many, many.
Yes.
And the message very clear. All it takes is time and patience to bring him near. But who's got me? Who can I run to? Yes. Oh, I wanna know. Yeah. I need love. Who can I run to? Oh, I wanna know. Hey, when I need love.
She ate. Tasha eats down. Tasha Page Lockhart, she has a voice like Tasha Page Lockhart can sing anything. But again, it's just so many people that we have forgotten about, and we just don't give them their just due at all. Somebody said Kirk Carr. We lift our hands in the sanctuary. We lift our hands to give you the glory. I'm trying to remember. Fred Hammond used to have a group. What was the name of that group? 2103. I hate that they didn't go as far as I think that they should have gone. 2103 was great. Yeah, Tasha has an amazing voice. I like all the Azusa. Oh yes, the Azusa live albums was amazing. That was a time. She is not my favorite person, but I think Tasha Cobbs deserved to be honored as well. You see, that's the thing. I can say that these people deserve to be honored. Um, yeah, Byron Cage, absolutely. Oh yeah, Byron Cage. How would we forget about Byron Cage? And Terry, you said something about Smoking Norfolk praying for you, baby. Y'all, it's a video on here on YouTube, and all you gotta do is type in Smoking Norfolk prayer. I listen to his prayer in my meditation time. Like, I listen to his prayer in my How did we forget about Thomas Whitfield? How we forget about Thomas Whitfield, y'all? How did we forget about the Thomas Whitfield? Oh, how did we forget about the Thomas Whitfield? One of the greatest to do it as well. One of the greatest to do it. Oh my God, Douglas Miller. We said Douglas Miller. Man, it's just it's a lot of people that I just feel like deserve it. Jonathan Nelson, Jason Nelson, the twins. Speaking of Jonathan and Jason Nelson, prayers to them both. They did lose their mother a few days ago. I believe on Monday she passed away. So prayers to them for their mother. I don't know if you guys know this, but Kirk Franklin and the family. See, a lot of people think that. So Kirk Franklin was with the family. That was his group. And God's property, he only. Oh yes, Andre Crouch, absolutely. God's property was on. Oh Lord, I forget her name. God's property was not Kirk Franklin's choir. He just was featured in God's property. But the family is his, and that included David and Tamala Mann. That's kind of how they got their start. Along with oh yes, Brian Courtney Wilson. I love his voice. Along with Daryl and Lady Latanya Blair out of Fort Worth. I don't know if you guys know them, but they are out of Fort Worth. On He's Able, you hear Daryl Blair on the original recording of He's Able. It's so many people, y'all, that I just, man. El Bonita, but y'all better not do Twinkie too. Twinkie deserves it. Twinkie deserves to be recognized. Lamar Campbell, I love you, Jesus. I worship and adore you. I just want to tell you that I love you more than anything. I love you, Jesus. Yeah. I worship and adore you. Just want to tell you that I love you more than anything. Listen. Oh my God. I had every Wow Gospel CD that there was. Okay. Had every last one of them. Do y'all understand me? Do y'all understand me? Listen, y'all can say what y'all want to about her too, but Coco from SWV, the Coco. Let me tell y'all something. Coco's roots is the gospel. Coco's roots is in gospel. So when Coco actually really did go gospel, it really could have worked out for Coco, because Coco really does have a gospel voice. Like, shoot, shout out to Coco, raised right down in the Bronx, New York, honey. Shout out to Coco, because Coco got that. Yeah, she had what, 2 gospel albums? I think she had two gospel albums. Did Coco have 2 gospel albums, or I'm trying to think. Let me look. Oh, she only had 1, which was the Grateful album. Okay, it was the Grateful. Oh no, she had The Winner in Me. The Winner in Me, or maybe that was a song. But that But that Grateful Gospel album, honey, let me tell y'all, that's the song on there with Endow Me. Endow Me with Faith Evans, Fantasia, and Lil Mo. I get joy when I think about what you've done for me. I get joy from that. I get joy from that. I sit and reminisce on how you brought me out. Listen, oh, yeah. Y'all out there over like really shelf. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I am a gospel head. I stay listening to gospel music. That was a good album. She really did good on that album. She had a lot of writers on that album as well. Her Grateful song, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe that album was produced by Warren Campbell. I think that album was produced by Warren Campbell. But listen, hey, Twin Flames. Okay, Terry, the song makes me listen every single time. Endow Me, they ate Endow Me up. They ate Endow Me up. They did. And then I still remember that BET Awards when it was Fantasia, Kiara Sheard, Lil Mo, and I want to say it was Coco. I don't think Faith Evans was there. That was another amazing one. And y'all know what? Y'all know how the song Act Like You Know. With LaShawn Pace and Karen Clark Sheard. So Kiara Sheard and LaShawn Pace's daughter, Ariane, they just recorded that song. However, I think it should have been recorded live. I really do. I think it should have been recorded live. It was recorded like in a studio, and I just feel like the like in order for us to feel it, I think we needed to hear it live. And that's no shade on what they've already done. But I just feel like it should have been live. You know what I'm saying? And y'all should have went back and dug up y'all mama's hairstyles. Yes, I'd have lived, Tony. I would have lived if they would have done that. Now this is viral. I would hope some of these gospel artists are contacting BET to express the. I hope so too, and I hope that they actually listen. I really do. I hope that they actually listen, because again, it's just so many people in this industry that deserves to be honored. Yeah, they just deserve to be honored. Yeah, the Williams brothers. We can't forget the Williams brothers. Williams brothers really paved the way. The Williams brothers really paved the way. This is beyond sad. The truth is offensive to most Christians. No, it's not. The truth is offensive. I don't necessarily think what you said was the truth. That's the difference. I don't think it was the truth. But have at it. Donnie McClurkin, yeah, absolutely. I feel the way that I feel about Donnie McClurkin, but absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Donnie has done a lot. Okay, sexy RN. That's fine. That's your truth. That's your truth. It's totally fine. To think it is not to know, it's ignorant. Okay. I don't want you to be worked up on this Juneteenth. Because I'm gonna feel the way I'm gonna feel, and you're gonna feel the way you feel. It's all Gucci. But again, I it's so many people, and I know I'm forgetting people. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video. Yes, Sean Pace. Sean Pace was, the whole Pace family. They are doing the whole Pace family. So they've gotten Duranis' son. Since we've lost Duranis, since we've lost LaShawn, they have LaShawn's daughter. They have, of course, the sisters that are still living, Latrice and all of the rest of them that are still living, and they are doing some phenomenal things and getting back out there and doing their music thing again. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. See, let me just say this. I want to say this about sexy RN or about people like that. Like, I don't have a problem with you having your thoughts and your opinions. But what you can't do is then talk down on everybody else because we're not agreeing with you. Like, we don't have to agree with you. We don't. We do not have to agree with you. And like, the thing is what I think you're saying, it's not the truth. It's not the truth at all. It's just not. It's not the truth. And I always tell people as well, at the end of the day, these people are human, and I'm gonna say it again, they deserve to be honored. They deserve to be honored. And you may not want to keep coming over here to this channel, because one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to keep honoring these people. I sure am. Sure am. Whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this just isn't the platform for you. Because you can't come over here and tell us that we are this is what I don't like about Christians. Christians don't want to hear the truth, or this is sad because they don't want to hear the truth. No, what you're being is disruptive. If we're gonna really talk about it, that's what you're being. You're being disruptive. It's not even about an opinion. And again, I think you can respectfully give an opinion, but again, you were being very disruptive. And no, I didn't have to block you. My mods know what they're doing, and if they block you, it's because they see something. So there we have it. And also, I got one more thing to say. Ain't nobody in the gospel industry saved, Ain't nobody in the gospel industry saved. Everybody a snake in the gospel industry. Ciao. Again, we just I don't like that. I don't like you trying to tell us that we like something wrong with us as Christians, because we don't gotta listen to what you're saying. Like, you kidding me? That I don't like. She can drink water and chill. We'll see you another time. Baby. Listen, y'all. So we are still celebrating 15K. Y'all bless the platform. If you've enjoyed this conversation, bless the platform. We are here to take up an offering really quick, and then I'm gonna get back into my commentary. But we're here to take up an offering really quick. All right, for those of you who would like to support the platform, these are ways that you can support the platform. In celebration of 15K, it is greatly appreciated. We're doing anything ending in 5, honey. Oh, okay, there we go. So yeah, so that was Kirk Franklin's response, and again, I feel like his response was given that way based on how the Breakfast Club, Lauren. I'm glad Charlamagne went now, because I think Charlamagne would have really done too much, but that's that on that. You know what I'm saying? Where's the dude from the old algo? Not residue from the old algorithm, honey. Not residue from the old algorithm. That is hilarious, actually. Yeah, sometimes they need to be set free from that bondage and that hurt and that pain. Yeah, sometimes you need to be set free. Set free and whole again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna do a tribute, because I feel like, again, like I said, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that because I think that's dope. I think that's real dope. Yeah, we need to do that. Do us a tribute over our good gospel artists. Absolutely. I love the minister of music at my church. Oh yeah, I love Anthony Brown. How can I forget about Anthony Brown? Let me tell y'all something. Anthony Brown and group therapy, them are some singing people right there. Anthony Brown is in my opinion, Anthony Brown is a what is it called? A lyrical genius. Hope I'm saying that right. If I ain't, y'all know what I'm talking about. He has some really dope music, and his singers, oh, they sings down. They sings down. Uh-huh. I forgot about Anthony. How could I forget about Anthony? I love him. I always share his stuff from Instagram too. I love him. Yeah, Anthony is great. Anthony is great. Listen again, if y'all haven't been to anything like the Stellar Awards, one thing I will say about the Stellar Awards though, like the biggest thing is to celebrate, or is to like, hey Uncle Jay, we had to put somebody out for purposely missing folks' point. You know, we not we Christians that don't want to hear the truth. Uncle Jay, let me ask you a question. How did you feel about what Dedric Haddon said? Because I know you know gospel music, so how you feel about what Dedric Haddon said? And then I'm gonna give you my 2 cents. But Kirk did an interview on the Breakfast Club and he responded. He responded to it. Right after I do this video, watch how many people gonna do videos, and I guarantee you, as soon as I log in on Instagram, your stuff will be on Instagram. When nobody think about it today, till I got on here and decided to do a live. I'm gonna wait for Uncle Jay to see what Uncle Jay say about what Dedric said. Yeah, we respect everybody's opinion. I just didn't like that. Now all of a sudden, this is what you don't like because we ain't listening because you telling the truth. Wow, what if we don't feel like what you saying is the truth? Like, what? You didn't even put a scripture in here, all of the scripture in here. You put half of the scripture in here and then said that you was telling the truth. Like, I was in 100% agreement with Dedric Haddon. We do celebrate the same people over and over again. And I was just thinking that wait a minute. I was just thinking this the other week about the Clark sisters. Every year the Koja give them an award like they the only one. Well, which I agree with you. But they're just like they pencil them on the program for everything. Why do we need to? Now y'all know I love the Clark sisters down. Y'all know I love the Clark sisters down. Y'all know our fights behind them. I fights behind them. Yeah, especially Twinkie. And everybody know I used to go up for Twinkie. But no, I do agree with you. I think that we gotta start showing shine to these other people. These other folks work just as hard, if not harder sometimes. And I just feel like they deserve to be honored. But because they are Christians, Uncle Jay, they should not be concerned about being honored, okay? Because they are Christians, okay? And Christians should not be concerned about being honored, okay? If you are a Christian, you're supposed to be leading the people to Christ, and you is not supposed to be worried about them getting honored, okay? I'm just letting you know. I'm starting to think it's mental illness, the way these people come on somebody's YouTube video talking crazy to them about their opinion. Y'all just think it's crazy. Everybody else can respectfully give their opinion. Like, if you respectfully disagree, you respectfully disagree. But you ain't got to jab everybody else in your disagreements. Like, That ain't necessary. Baby Miss Maddie gonna baby. I don't play about them. I don't play about them. I don't play about them Clarks. Okay. Not now one of them. Not now one. Speaking of Kojic Child, AIM is in a couple weeks, ain't it? Sorry, I'm over here trying to drink this frozen drink, and I caught myself putting it in this cup and letting it sit out for like an hour, and it still ain't thawed out in no type of way. It ain't even did nothing. Christians are human and want to know that they are appreciated. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it is so bizarre to say that they don't deserve to be recognized, like, because they're Christians. What the hell? Do you know how many, like, that is crazy to me. That is crazy to me. I got a lot of thoughts, too much to talk. We got to do a panel. Yeah, I'm going to do a panel. I'll probably do a panel Saturday. And then we're going to also talk about the Stellar Awards, too. We're going to talk about the Stellar Awards. Talk about these categories for the Stellar Award. And y'all remember me saying the other day that they needed to bring Choir Fest back. I seen a flyer today. My friend posted a flyer today of Choir Fest. Sure did. Let me tell y'all something. That used to be the best thing to go to Stellar Award weekend for, was to Choir Fest. People would be lined up outside around the corner for Choir Fest. I'm telling y'all, if you did not get there ahead of time, and see, the thing is you're leaving from one place to going to another place. So I'm quite sure a lot of people did not necessarily get a chance to get an opportunity to go to Choir Fest because they were already at other events. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. Stellar Award weekend is crazy. It's crazy. I've never been to Stellar since it's been in Nashville. Well, we went one year, but we didn't go to the actual show. But when it was in Vegas, oh my God, when I say hot, you standing in the line, you waiting. I remember the year that Vincent Bohannon and his choir got real big, that year. I remember the line, them coming out and actually telling people the way that the church sits. It sits like on one end of the block, and so the parking lot is like on the other end, and people was lined up, wrapped all the way around. And I remember they got to this van, and they told everybody that was standing there, they was like, unfortunately, y'all, we're not gonna be able to let y'all in. That's how it is. That's how it is. You will be denied entry if you do not get there in time. Remember when they did the McDonald's gospel choirs? They still do. But see, that's another thing. It doesn't get that recognition like it did back in the day. It doesn't get the recognition like it did prior to the pandemic. Because y'all know with the pandemic, everything went virtual. And then I don't think that people really expected these things to still exist after that. But y'all remember they did like a 4-city? They did Chicago, they did Dallas, they did Atlanta. And I want to say they did Detroit. Yeah, they did Detroit because Tasha Page Lockhart, the Clark sisters, Kiara, Karen. Yeah. I'd have to take me a fresh listen. You would have to, cause listen, I'm telling you, it's a good time. It really is. And especially if you like church, but you don't prefer to go to church every Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, Stellar Award weekend is amazing to honestly just have a really good time, just enjoy all of the good music. You know what I'm saying? It's a time. It's a time. Now, I will tell y'all that I didn't have the best experience with Tasha Cobbs Leonard back in 2017. It was either 17 or 18. Tasha Cobb showed up to one of my friends. He was having a 5-year anniversary. Um, so no, it couldn't have been. It couldn't have been a 5-year anniversary. It had to be like a 2-year anniversary. Anyway, he had an anniversary for his business, and Tasha Cobbs was I was his contact person, and Tasha Cobbs had reached out to us. And she was like, I'm gonna stop by and I'm gonna do this and do that. And baby, when she came, she had just one of the snootiest attitudes. She could be real snooty. Um, Now I will say this: after the fact, she did apologize. She did apologize, but I think that's who she is. Like some of these gospel artists are divas and divos, and they do a lot. But the R&B girls are the same, especially them older ones. Anita Baker, all them older ones, they divas and stuff. So it ain't no different. It's no different. Yeah, I haven't heard it advertised. Yeah, I want to say. Let me see. This year, um, let me see. The McDonald's Gospel Tour. Okay, yeah, this year, um, they already had it. It was on May the 10th. It was Karen, Dorinda, Yolanda Adams, and Shirley Caesar was on. I think it was more people than that. I want to say it was more people than that. What was it? Tasha Cobbs was on there. I can't remember. But actually, at the most recent one that they did, they honored Sissy Houston. hmm At the most recent one that they did, they honored Sissy Houston. Um, and another thing I'll say, and then I'm gonna get off of here. But another thing I'll say too is like I have been to, and I don't know if y'all have, but I have been to a live recording for. I've been to 2 of Ricky Dillard's live recordings. I'm telling y'all, the live recordings, them be some of the best. Man, Ricky Dillard gonna give you a show. He gonna give you a show. So Ricky Dillard, I've been to several live recordings. Um, those are some good things to be a part of. It was May the 10th. I don't know if um, um, I don't know if what else they'll be doing. But to my Dallas people, I wonder is Jimmy Spivey. Um, Let me see. Is Jimmy Spivey having his concert this year? I'm not really on Facebook to know. Let me see. Jimmy Spivey Productions. Nope. 2024 was his last advertisement. So there's this guy by the name of Jimmy Spivey. Jimmy Spivey is actually um um he like family. His 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 dad and my brother's wife dad are brothers. So we always saw them like family. But he used to put on a concert every year. He would do it in Dallas and in Houston. And basically he would bring in, different people. So like let me see. The last one that he did, let me see here. Shout out to the new subscribers for subscribing. I sure appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all down like no other. Anyway, he'd bring in some amazing people like the Clark sisters, Lisa Knowles, and the Browns singers, Shirley Caesar, Anita Wilson. The church don't really care for Anita Wilson, honey, because she likes the LGBTQ community, and they don't really, they don't really rock with Anita like that anymore. But you got Anita Wilson, and if y'all know Anita Wilson, she used to sing with Donna Lawrence. Who else? Jessica Reedy. Kathy Taylor. How could I forget about Kathy Taylor? Oh, how precious. Oh, how precious. Precious is his name. Okay, oh, how precious is the name of Jesus. Anyway, last year he had John P. Key. So in April, he does pretty much all men. And then in September, he does all women. I remember when Ashley C. Brown Lawrence was still living. I cannot believe she is gone on. But when she was still living, that was the first time I had ever heard the remix of Grateful. I am grateful for the things that you have done. Yes, Anyway, he had done a remix to that. It was everything. So yeah. But it doesn't look like Jimmy Spivey did anything this April, and it doesn't look like he's doing anything in September, because normally he would have announced it already. He announces his September date at his April date, and it doesn't look like he did either. Come on, Jimmy Spivey, let's bring it back. I know it costs some monties. I know it costs some monties to bring these girls down and get them to do what they do, you know. But anyway, I wanted to have this conversation with y'all. I appreciate those of you who, you know, respectfully disagree with me, and to the people that, you know, didn't agree. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I promise you, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Hey, Symmetry. Oh yes, the remix was everything. The remix was everything. Another person, y'all. Another person that we don't really talk about as much as I think we should is Miranda Curtis. Miranda Curtis is amazing vocally. Like, I don't know, Uncle Jay, if you're still here, but Amanda Curtis she's dope. She did used to be the praise and worship leader over at the Potter's House with T.D. Jakes. She was the praise and worship leader over there for a little bit. And she's amazing. You go live too much, Chef. I'm unsubscribed. That's what the people told me. People say I'm unsubscribing because you talk too much. You go live too much. You just do too much. Well, don't y'all want me to bring y'all content, honey? Ain't that what you want? A little content? And somebody gonna DM me talking about, is we good? Is we all right? You ain't say nothing. You ain't speak. Is we good? But no, happy Juneteenth to everybody. I wanted to again get up here and talk about this with y'all, because I knew it was gonna make its rounds eventually. But yeah, so anyway, y'all, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Juneteenth. I'm getting ready to go make my scrimps. I'm gonna make my scrimps tacos. And just kind of enjoy the rest of my evening. And we will be live, loud, and in color in the morning, honey, with the good old Diddy trial. Child, we start back tomorrow Friday. It's Friday and my bills are due. My 3-month-old baby needs some shoes. Can't you feel what I'm going through? Clock on walk, keeps ticking, talking, no stopping, and somebody's knocking. Is it? Open the door to me to go. Brother, I can't take no more. With my knees, I hit the floor and say, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. Let's go down by the riverside. Hey, leave your problems all behind. Hey, you can rest trouble mind. Listen. Y'all know I am so churchy. That used to be my song, man. I'm finna go listen to Dee Dee, not you said hi Jasmine, bye Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine. Hey. I think I'm gonna go listen to some old Kirk Franklin while I work in Cook. Yeah, let's pull up that old Kirk on there. Not that Didi talking about, hey Jasmine, bye Jasmine. Jasmine, you do be coming in when we get ready to get off. All right, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's holiday, and I will see you guys in the morning. All right, peace.